Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about FPL popular buy-sell comparison and ranking based on their player performance for Game Week 25. Before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel. Now let's start. For Game Week 29, Double Gameweek is announced, and if you look at the Double Gameweek, 12 team got Double Gameweek, and Leicester has a very good Double Gameweek. Like Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, they are not a good defensive side, so you can go for Maddison. He is a player you should watch, and other big team like Brentford, Brighton also got Double Gameweek. Where Brighton Double Gameweek looks easy, but Brentford has a tricky Double Gameweek like Brighton and Man U to away match, and other big team Liverpool has got a very high voltage double game week, but they are very hard match like Manchester City away, Chelsea away, two hard match, and Newcastle got Manchester United home match and West Ham away match, mixed match I think. And that's all for the double game week team. Now move on to the popular buy video, and the first player you should buy for game week 25 is Saka from Arsenal, and I think he is more important than Salah because Liverpool are struggling this season where Arsenal are in the flying zone. So you should go for Saka as a first choice if you don't have, and 208k manager buying Saka, and if you have Martinelli you need to go for Saka because he will give you a lot of point. And the second one is Salah, and if you look at the Liverpool match against Real Madrid, which is in Champions League, Salah played well, but Liverpool performance are not good in this match. They concede 5 goals, but Salah scored 1 goal, which is a total mistake. So that's why I think these two are the essential pick for Game Week 25, and I prefer Saka over Salah. The third one and fourth one is Odegaard, and if you look at Odegaard performance, he is amazing. He playing number 10 for Arsenal, though recently he is playing in the right wing position quite a lot, and Saka coming inside. So that's the thing you should consider, and Odegaard can give some assists. If you look at his assist in last 5 matches, he get 2 assists. His underlying data last 5 matches got down, but still not so bad. It's bad, but not so bad. As he has double game week like Leicester and Everton, I think he is an essential pick for Arsenal double attack. Arsenal are a good team, I already tell. The fourth one is Alexander-Arnold, and it's I don't think it's an essential one. It's a good buy because Liverpool defense are awful, but when they're playing against the team who are not very good attacking side, they might maintain clean sheet. And if you look at Liverpool performance in recently, they maintain 2 clean sheet in Premier League, but against Real Madrid they concede 5, so you should also consider this. And Alexander-Arnold is much creative. In Champions League match he was busy to handle Vinicius Junior, who is in great speed, so that's why in this match he was not in advanced position. But I think in Crystal Palace and Wolves game it's nice for Alexander to get some attacking return, though Liverpool defense you don't expect to maintain 2 clean sheet in 2 match, but at least 1. Now move on to the 5th and 6th, and I think Tarkowski is behind Alexander-Arnold, who is obviously Alexander-Arnold got attacking threat, and Everton are not a very good defensive side, and that's why he is not as good as Alexander-Arnold. But for Everton, Tarkowski is the best because he is just 4.3 million, and if you look at his goal, then he is a very good header. So that's why I think Tarkowski can be a very good player for your team in cheap option. The 6th one is Robertson, and I put Robertson is optional category. Liverpool are defensively odd, and if you look at Robertson's performance, he was not advanced in for Liverpool because I think Alexander is more advanced, and that's why I think he has not got the attacking ability like Alexander-Arnold. So he is optional, and he is behind Alexander-Arnold and Tarkowski because he is also expensive, like 6.8 million. The 7th one is Darwin Núñez, and I think Darwin Núñez has less minute race than Gakpo. That's why I put Darwin Núñez ahead of Gakpo, and I think in 2 match Darwin Núñez should start one match, and obviously he can start two matches, and Gakpo one match start or something like that. And there was a concern about Darwin Núñez in shoulder, but he played for Liverpool against Champions League match Real Madrid, so that's why I think Darwin Núñez is fit, so he's a go, and you might go for him, but there is rotation risk because of Firmino and Jota. Now move on to the last two, and the ninth one is Watkins. He is in great form, and he's a single game week player, that's why he's, I think, is an optional option, but other than he's in great form, you can go for it. But for game week 25 you should go for like Liverpool forward eventually, but Watkins can be an option. The 10th one is Alisson, and a lot of FPL manager buying Alisson, 183k transfer, but I don't think it's a good one, because you are transferring an expensive goalkeeper who are not maintaining clean sheet. Liverpool defense are bad, he will not give you attacking return like Liverpool defense, Alexander-Arnold, so that's why I don't think it's a good one, and you should ignore this kind of buy. Now move on to the sell category, and first player you should sell is Almiron, and he is not in good form. So Newcastle are not a very good attacking side, they are not scoring a lot of goal, they are a very good defensive side but not attacking side, so sell Almiron. He has a blank, and then Manchester City away match. The second one is Kevin De Bruyne, and for Kevin De Bruyne, if you want to go for Salah, then you have to sell a big hitter, and I think Kevin De Bruyne is the one, because he plays very deep for Manchester City, and obviously there is rotation risk for Kevin De Bruyne, so that's why I think he is an essential sell for game week 25 for going to Salah, because Salah has a lot of potential. The third and fourth one is Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw performed well recently, but he has a blank game week, also Liverpool and Brighton in next 3, so it's hard to maintain clean sheet, but he can give you point. But if you want to go for a defender who have fixer in game week 25 or double fixer in game week 25, then you should sell someone or sacrifice someone. Luke Shaw can be the one, and I think it's a good one, because his price is not increased a lot. You might buy him in the 5.2 or 5.1, so that there are no much loss, so that's why he's in the third. And fourth one is Mitrovic. He's performing awful, but his fixer has in game 25, and it's it's a good match, though Mitrovic's underlying data looks good, but still in last 4 matches he just got 6 points, which is horrible for his owner. But you can obviously sell him, it's a good one, but still in old match he can get some return. So after that he has Brentford away, Arsenal home, and Liverpool away, 3 hard match, so he's a good sell. The fifth and sixth one is Nick Pope from Newcastle, and if you look at Newcastle defense, in last match Nick Pope get red carded, but it will not apply for Premier League, because his red carded will be applicable in Carabao Cup, and that's why he will be back against Manchester City. But a lot of FPL managers selling Pope because they are thinking that he will not play, but he will play, and that's why I think it's a good one to go for sale actually Pope, because he's 5.4 million and also has a blank game week, and if you cannot deal with it, then it is a good one, but I don't prefer it, but it can be an option. The sixth one is Bruno Fernandes, and a lot of FPL managers selling Bruno Fernandes. If you have other choice, you can go for like Liverpool player, then don't sell Bruno Fernandes. He's in great form, and that's why he's an optional option. If you look at his underlying data, in last 5 matches he scored 1 goal and provide 3 assists. His point per match ratio is 6.4 and goal difference ratio is 0.87. This means he is in great form. In last match he playing in the right wing, where Rashford playing in the center. He assist in this match, so he might be a good one to hold, but you can sell him if you cannot afford to go for Salah because of him. The 7th and 8th one, I think Trippier is not a very good sell, but you can sell for Alexander-Arnold this game week, but it's not a good sell, because Trippier, you might buy him in the 5.2 or 5.1. Now he has 6.1 value, so you lose a lot of value for Trippier, and that's a concerning thing. Newcastle defense recently conceded goal, but still they are one of the good defensive side, and Trippier is obviously get some attacking return. He is super attacking. And if you look at his underlying data, like 0.51 goal involvement ratio for a defender, it's amazing. So that's why it's an optional one. You can go for it if you cannot handle it, but I don't prefer it. The 8th one is Tony, and a lot of FPL managers selling him. Why selling him? In game week 25 he has a blank, but in game week 27 he has a double game week and easy fixture, Everton and Southampton. So there might be a goal fest for Tony, and there one concerning thing about Tony that he got 8 yellow card, but it needs 2 yellow card to get 10. So they need 2 yellow cards. It might be have 5 game week or 6 game week. So why you are selling Tony? It's not a good move, and you should ignore this kind of move. The 9th and 10th one is Mitoma. Mitoma has the similar case of Tony. He has got a double game week and game week 27, but blank in 25. A lot of FPL managers selling him, and I don't think it's a good idea because you need to buy him again, and you are selling a player who are in good form. So it's not a good one. And the 10th one is Marcus Rashford. And if you look at Marcus Rashford, he has got a blank game week. But if you look at his performance in last 5 matches, 50 points. If you sell him, then you might not buy him, and he will hurt your rank. So that's why I think selling Rashford is an ignore idea, and you should ignore this kind of horrible transfer out. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel, and don't new but still don't subscribe this channel, please subscribe this channel. Good luck for your team.